Nancy Lieberman, who could play. We all know that. And in the WNBA a long time ago.
I'm done with. I have more coming out of retirements than Muhammad Ali, so I'm done. If after 50, I was done.
Now, your impressions. Tell us about some of the players. You hear the oohs and ahs. They're trying to throw it down, but block was there. Who do you like? Who have you seen?
Pretty unbelievable. You know, when we look at players that what we want to fit into our team with the Texas Legends, obviously you'll appreciate it. We want to build from the defensive side out.
Ooh, watch out for that guy on your left, because he just talks offense over there.
Well, we want to shut some guys down. We want to be able to play guys, you know, for 1 and 2 dribbles and maybe shrink the court a little bit. And the talent is, you know, it's like splitting hairs. I mean, there's so much talent here. It's going to come down to are some of these guys dealing with guaranteed contracts? Do they get big money going to Europe? I mean, how can you tell a guy who's going to get, you know, $1 million not to go to Europe? But if you want to get scouted, you want to get to the NBA, then the D-League is the route for you. What is it? One out of every 5 players in the NBA has some sort of D-League experience, which is pretty amazing. And we had 40 call-ups last year.
But we mentioned last night in the games and a little bit earlier that the importance of a player taking the time, to, whether it's the D-League, whether it's going to Europe, how you see them come back, mature, and develop a sense of confidence that they didn't have before they went away.
You're absolutely right. If you don't end up in the NBA initially, it's because you're missing a particular skill set. But you can play in the D-League if you're athletic, if you're tenacious, if you have a toughness about you, and then you can go work on your skill set or to become a specialist. And I mean, you know, you're bringing a guy in to get a look to see if he can play, or to see if there's a role that he can play for your team. He's probably not going to come in and star.
Nancy, tell us a little bit about the D-League so that our viewers out there have an understanding. Where's this thing going? Where has it come to the point it's at right now?
It's pretty amazing because I was a part of the D-League on TV initially back in 2001 when ESPN and then NBA TV started doing this. It's night and day. I mean, the guys back then were very talented, but I think it was Chris Anderson, a Birdman, who was the first call-up in league history. And, you know, the holy grail in the D-League is the 10-day contract. If you can parlay a 10-day contract into, you know, getting a spot on a team, you know, you can turn that into millions of dollars with results and energy and effort, and as you know, with the guys. The level here, I've never seen the level of play so high. And they're getting great coaching, they're getting great individual instruction, and they realize that, you know what, there's a lot of guys in the league who are getting older that are going to retire soon, and they're going to have an opportunity to step in if they work on their game.
We just heard R.C. Buford say a while ago that each summer this league is getting better and better, and he was amazed at the fact that, you know, very similar to what you just got done saying, how the improvement has shown here each summer.
Well, I really like the blend of the young guys, and, you know, I mean, there's some guys who have played, this is their 2nd or 3rd summer league, and you can see they have a little bit more of a veteran type of perspective to it. And then you've got the stars like DeMarcus Cousins or John Wall who come in, and you can see they're not only going to impact this league, but the next league that they walk into, because they have the full skill set and full package. So, you know, and then for the coaches, I look at Sam Cassell on the sideline. Is that guy not going to be a terrific coach because he knows about the game at every level?
Talking to Nancy Lieberman, and tell us about the affiliation, because we know we were just discussing the San Antonio Spurs, how advantageous it is for them to have the Toros 75 minutes away.
I think it's going to be a fabulous opportunity for us to be the affiliate of the Dallas Mavericks. Donnie Nelson, kudos to Donnie Nelson for having a vision, he and Evan Wiley, and really stepping out of people's comfort zones. When they came to me and they said, look, this is what we'd like to do. We have our thumbprint. We just don't want a franchise. We really want to change the culture. And I said, Donnie, you know, you're going to probably take a lot of heat for hiring a woman. He goes, no, we're not. We're going to do the right thing, and we feel this is the right situation on a lot of levels. So I was very proud of them for that. The fact that we are down the road from the Mavericks is just going to be fantastic. If one of their guys, you know, needs to work on their game or needs some minutes. It was J.J. Barea who went to the D-League after not getting his, you know, his warm-up off. you know, had a couple games of 40 points, stepped in and said, I can do this against Jason Terry and Jay Kidd and all these other guys. And look at where his game has gone to.
Now, do you wind up running the same system as Rick Carlisle's running in Dallas?
One of the traps that I don't want to get into, and you and I have known each other, actually we've all known each other a long time, but I don't want to get into the trap of having to prove myself because I'm a woman. All right, I've invested my whole career into this game and been around, you know, great coaches like yourself. If Rick Carlisle runs a system that's simple, that we want to have some simplicity because guys are going to be coming in and out. We don't want to outsmart ourselves. We'll call it the same name. We'll call the drills the same name that Rick calls it. There's no reason to change it. Now, our player personnel might warrant us running a couple plays that are different because maybe we don't have Dirk or Jet Terry, you know, coming off a shake screen or, you know, running a certain pick and roll. But why do we have to reinvent it if Rick has something that's very successful that we can fit into our concept and our philosophies?
Well, Nancy, continued success. We really appreciate you taking the time, and it sounds like the perfect situation where the Lakers had the defenders close by, the Toros, the Austin Toros, of course, with the Spurs, and now Mavericks in your squad.
Thank you, guys.